Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be continuing with my reviews of the Friday the 13th movies by discussing the 1986 film, that Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. Of course, they wanted to go back to the whole Jason Voorhees being the main killer thing, because after the disaster that was in the fifth one, when it wasn't really Jason during the killing, or somebody impersonating him, so they decided to bring back the actual Jason. And this movie also concludes the whole Tommy storyline by having a third different actor playing the role of Tommy. And of course, I think this might be the first movie that have Kane Hodder playing Jason, who is a professional stuntman. And then you need a stuntman to play the part of Jason. Same thing, you need a stuntman for to play Michael Myers in the Halloween series as well. Well, this movie, it stars like a grave robber, right out of some of the old Universal horror films. It stars in the movie at a cemetery, and not only says Tommy, but also I should also point out that Ron Palillo, I think that's how it's pronounced, who famously played Arnold Horshack from Walking Back Carla 10 years earlier, was in the opening sequence of this film. And of course, what they did is they dug up Jason's body in the cemetery, and what happened was that Tommy was make sure the body was dead, and of course he had like a metal rod. A thunderstorm comes along. Lightning hits the thing, and he gets Jason gets brought back to life. And of course, the first thing he does is kills Arnold Horshack within the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then you had and Tommy got out of there, and of course he's trying to warn people. It's kind of like in Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where Dr. Burnell is running on the highway. He said, "The hero, man, you're next." You know that famous thing. Well, that's what Tommy was doing with the local cops. They said that Jason is alive. He's alive. He's coming. He's going to kill everybody if you don't stop this thing. And of course, none of the cops believe him. And I should also point out that they renamed the town from Crystal Lake to something else. They renamed the town because actually, of course, by that time, all the murders were famous. Right? Anytime any campers go there, they all get killed and stuff. So they're trying to make it a little more positive. So they're trying to ignore, Crystal Lake's history by renaming the town. That doesn't work. That crap does not work. If you know any horror movie franchise, that stuff does not work. With naming the town, ignoring the history, that stuff does not work. And they're trying to do that in this movie, and of course it doesn't work. It does not work. So what happened is, of course, by the end of the movie, I'm going to try to do this as short as possible here. What happened, of course, Tommy does get out of prison. He gets out of the jail in the town, and with the help of the sheriff's daughter, by the way, goes down and tries to hunt down Jason. And of course, Jason's running amok, in the town, and around Crystal Lake and stuff, around the campgrounds, and killing as many people as he can in this thing. And of course, Tommy he has Jason follow him out into the lake, and he sets the lake on fire by using gasoline. He pours a whole jug of at least one jug of gasoline. He pours it in the lake, sets it on fire, and he ties Jason to a big boulder, chains his leg to a big boulder. They dumps in the lake, and he's now in the water stuck down there. And saying, okay, he's dead. Of course, the last scene in the movie is, of course, he pops his eye open, and he goes, of course he's not dead. I mean, it's Jason. You can't kill off Jason. I mean, nobody can. In 6 movies, at this point, nobody has killed off Jason yet. So it's kind of like with Universal horror films, where you can't kill Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, or Frankenstein's monster, and they always come back to life. Same thing with Freddy Krueger, and with Michael Myers. Nobody can see, no matter how many bullets you shoot at him, or how many times you set him on fire, or how many times you bonk him over the head, or how many times you show him off a 2-story building. or a 3-story building, whatever. He always lives. So I mean that's why at this point the whole slasher film is becoming a joke at this point, because you know by the end of the movie he's going to come back to life, or at the beginning of the next movie, and that's what happens in the next movie. But he comes, big shocker. He comes back to life. Somebody finds him, and he reacts and he breaks out of the chain in the next movie. But we're only giving away the next film already. But this movie is, I mean, it does do a good job at ending the Tommy story. And unfortunately, it never brought back the character of Tommy again for the rest of the movie, because he was at this point he was becoming an annoying character. I mean, he was an annoying character in the 4th movie, and now in the 6th movie, it's really annoying. But that's what they decided to do in these films. But whatever, right? I mean, it's all a slasher film. It's all fun. I mean, at this point, I'm rooting for Jason to kill everybody. At this point, because all these characters are so dumb. They want Jason to kill all of them, and be the last guy standing in the end of the movie. But of course, we all know he never is the last guy standing in the movie. But he always wakes up from the dead, either in the end of this movie or the next one. So that's my review of Friday the 13th Part 6. Jason Lives. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at RowdyC.com, that's over WDY, and then C.com, that's the homepage of my reviewer, Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.